We are here.
All right, welcome back, everyone. I am the Dungeon Master, and this is another day in paradise. We rejoin the group as Tybeck has now gone many days without a drink. They are in possession of a Spinosaurus hatchling, but they are still in a cave that is potentially dangerous and stuck on an island where they are potentially wanted by the controlling gang. So, what are you guys going to do?
All right. So today is the day we prep. Um, are we waking up from a nap, or what happened? Where did we left off?
So, when we left off, you guys had camped out, and I am going to let you go ahead and have long rested. Although, Tybeck, at this point, you're going to have to roll a constitution check.
For withdrawals.
You know it. You guessed it right away. Uh-oh, somebody's not logged into Roll20.
Oh, it's me.
Rin Dragon again.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
that's it.
Mhm.
You're kicked out.
No.
Oh,
Okay, so Tybeck, luckily you managed to suppress your feelings, but you feel a little bit nauseous, a little feverish, and you want to drink so bad that you're ready to punch this Spinosaurus in the face.
Yep.
I clocked my gun.
All right.
Calm yourself.
Tyback, I can give you a thirst quenching drink that will appease you.
Oh, he just picks up the toy soldier and just smashes it into pieces against the pillar next to him.
I need alcohol.
That's 30 gold right there, buddy. Cough it
That's
over right
30
now. You better cough
Y'all
it
not
up
hear
right
me?
now.
Am I coming through?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
30 gold?
30
Okay.
gold, bud.
I imagine he just throws it at you and is like, "Give me a fucking drink then."
In time! In time, do gentle giant.
You can make this stupid fucking toy, but you can't make alcohol? What the fuck?
I mean, could. Probably not gonna be good, but I could try.
When can I go back to town?
Soon. We have to prep. And so, you say we have arrived from a long rest, yes?
Yes.
Okay, good.
So
Alright.
long rest is a macro, but I can apply it for you if you'd like.
I just clicked the button and it gave me a bunch of attribute warlock spell slots is not number valued for character biddy attribute left uncharged sorcery points.
Oh, don't worry about all that.
I was like, oh
That-
my god.
That ain't nothing to worry about. It'll give you a bunch of that crap, but it also refills all your hit points and gives you another hit dice and all that good stuff.
Perfect. Okay. Well, part of our juicy long rest, I went on a giant tinkering spree. You know, I felt that the Spinosauruses had me outdo last time, or when we fought them, and I was a little slow. And having the Spinosaurus around, it gave me some, motivation to create a steel defender during my down.
Oh. Okay.
Also, since it doesn't require me to do anything but touch the item, I am also gonna create a hat of water breathing out of my bandana. Sadly, that breaks Tybeck's goggles, since I'm only allowed 2 at a time. So his power down while my bandana starts to vibrate like it has been mechanized.
Oh, how about that, Tybeck? He says, fuck you.
Are you getting these goggles back?
This Steel Defender's health is still a little off. It's supposed to be 21.
All right, Biddy. I'll trade you the goggles for a drink.
Now, you can still have the goggles, they just don't work.
They still make everything look green, though.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, well, I can't do that without giving you night vision.
Oh,
I'm
so
just,
it looks like, for me, it looks like I still got night vision, but I don't.
but only during the day. The Spinosaurus doesn't like your new contraption.
How's it gonna get all over there? It's still tied up.
You untied it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still. No,
Yeah?
I still have its legs bound. Re-roll the footage.
I might
cannot
have to.
move. To unbound its mouth, but it is too far away to move, and its legs are bound, so it couldn't run away. Is what I said.
Mm.
Yeah, I do remember that.
So it could eat, but it couldn't run away.
Ah,
So it could
but
attack Tybeck.
could it chew off its ropes overnight while you're sleeping and working and distracted?
I'm never distracted.
Building a whole dog? An atomic dog, atomic, not an atomic dog, an autonomous dog.
Your dog.
I mean, he has Gerber standing watch. Gerber doesn't have to sleep, so.
True.
Gerber starts clapping as the Spinosaurus is chewing through its legs.
Wait, it's chewing through its legs?
Yeah, it's chewing its own legs off.
It's a cripple now.
Also, I'm pretty sure I filed this guy's nails down. It could still hit me normally.
Bring me your toy. That's it. Your toy's getting eaten. I'm eating your toy.
That was broken. That's fine.
No, I'm
I
eating.
did what I could.
I'm eating a new one. Give me that.
Hey,
Oh, the toy escapes. What the hell?
Those fucking toy soldiers from Toy Story, man. They got the moves.
Yeah.
hey guys, that Ligma is trying to eat its own leg off.
Oh, are you awake? I'm asleep.
All right. Who can?
Tyvek just starts bashing it.
I'm pretty sure we have somebody who can talk to the animals. You know, what's his malfunction?
Tyvek just did talk to him.
I can talk to the animals.
Talk to him. Tell me what he says.
He said, "Ouch."
I thought you had speak with animals, Ty.
I do. I'm finding it.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's just biting and snapping at everything.
Be like, yo, what's your malfunction, dude?
What's your malfunction, dude?
I'm hungry and I'm tied up and I'm cranky.
We fed you before the long rest. What the heck?
Oh,
It's an imposter.
I'm a baby, duh. I'm hungry
Get him
all
another
the
frog.
time.
Okay.
Give me everything. Give me that fucking
Hey,
soldier I was trying to bite before too.
You can have it. Here.
Thank you.
Chew on it while we go get you food.
Yeah,
Okay, I go over here and I look for some nice frogs to.
There, I brought you the thing to chew on.
oh, fuck yeah. Come here, dog. I'm gonna try to mount you or something.
Hungry.
This hatchling is very inappropriate for a hatchling.
It's aged since the last session.
That's it, Mister. You're
is.
grounded.
Go to your room. All right. So I go over here, look for some frogs to pop a couple caps into,
Yeah.
and bring them back.
Yeah, you
and
don't always
throw 'em.
necessarily find the biggest ones, but I mean, there's all kinds of like other frogs here, So yeah, you find stuff, and he eats it up, and he's like
Are
ripping
you
and
good now?
shredding it. I mean, I'm neutral.
Well, I meant like good as in food.
Oh, we don't talk like that.
Okay.
I'm a sailback, so all I talk about is killing stuff and swimming. Also, that dog of yours is pissing me off. Tell it to come over here so I can bite on it.
All right. You're gonna stay here.
You're gonna stay here. That's you
Alright.
just now.
I'm locking you in this kennel, and you're gonna stay tied up.
Kennel?
Metaphorically, kennel.
Oh.
You're tied up. You're staying in this.
Yeah, I am tied up. I'm gonna chew it off.
Tybeck, cover its mouth with a rope.
What? No.
Put a
Are
muscle.
you gonna behave, or do we have to tie you up and leave you here while we go do our daily chores?
I'm in charge around here.
All right. I guess we're tying you up.
No. Untie me.
Are you gonna behave?
I don't even know what that means.
Oh, but you know what? Mountain, this is my domain. Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'm the prince of this whole cave here.
You're the king
Well,
now.
Look, stick with us, and you'll get to eat and kill as much as you want.
I want to kill that dog.
No. He's your family, as we are your family.
You don't look like my family. My family is huge and scary with huge teeth. They can rip you wimps to shreds.
You want to see some huge teeth? All right.
Do I
Gizmo,
need?
yeah.
Do I need to carry him back to his
Gizmo
dead parents?
goes around and bites him on the butt.
Just double click to name him whatever you want. And then, yeah, so bite him.
Bite him on the butt. To show him who's the alpha.
Yeah. Okay. The Spinosaurus goes to grab at him with his claws. And they both just start rolling around like two puppies.
Wow.
All right. Well, now that they're playing, Cade, wake up. We got stuff to do. And Gerber plays the sound of a can opener. And I say, gather around, guys. It is time to put forth our plans. We need a setup and preparation for this meeting that we're gonna try to set up with the gang. We are not prepped at all. We're gonna need a lot of food. We're gonna need a table and some plates, and then somebody to deliver a note to them to set it up. So,
What, are you
I
gonna
want-
throw a barbecue and invite him?
yeah, that's how you set up a nice meeting. This is an Italian style, Papa-boopity.
Oh, I can cook it. I can cook another pinchy.
Yeah, you can't fight at the dinner. It's bad luck, bad juju. So, Cade, Wow, I need you guys to either go hunt some food and bring it back. Well, me and Tybeck set up the main hall here. And then I'm going to have Simp and Gerber keep watch on our base so nothing comes in and wrecks our fire and whatnot.
And me to go to the tavern.
I need you. We need a table. So we need a large, flat platform.
Are you inviting them into a swampy cave to have food?
Yep.
How could this go wrong?
Wait, so I need to get a table. I know where to get tables. The tavern. Alright, I'm out. I'll just go there, have a couple drinks, and pick up the table.
They will provide the liquor, as will be stated in the note. As we will provide the food, break bread.
We'll bring the food. You bring the liquor.
I'll get the liquor at the tavern too. All right.
Oh man, who's gonna deliver this note?
Not me.
Our infamous wild bully.
This is your note. What you deliver?
Because he can disguise as people. Shut up! Go get food now. As me, I'm gonna go get the plates from the boat. And go explore the rest of the boat. Ty, I need you to get back here so I can tell you where to go get a table.
I'm getting the alcohol on the table.
That's
at the
not
bar.
what I said.
At the tavern.
Get back here, boy! And I start yelling really angry gnome, doing the hoot and holler.
He's yelling at you in Gnomish, which is a little bit like Yiddish.
So we're just leaving the dinosaur that wants to kill and eat everything with a monkey, a robot monkey, and a robot dog.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna come.
Got a problem with that?
Look, nothing's over here, right? To our left. We can tell him that's his new home, and we'll bring him.
There's something over there.
Was this where there's something?
That's the turtle.
Oh, is it? Oh. I thought the turtle was on a different floor.
Go mess with the turtle.
Yeah, Ty.
Anyway, Ty,
Can't see it. I can't see nothing.
Oh yeah,
Give me back my goggles.
Gerber, I need you to hop on Ty's head and start the glow so he can see.
Oh look, there's something coming.
Nah, you're dealing with that. I call for Gizmo, and we start to go back to the ship.
Go back to the ship?
He just takes off.
Simp, climb up the pole, get out of reach.
No, I'm just playing with you.
Alright, Spinosaurus hatchling, get in there.
The turtle stays back there most of the time. It doesn't want to get eaten by Spinosauruses. Spinosauri?
Oh, so it's afraid of the Spinosaurus.
Yeah. My dungeons
So we can go in there.
My dungeons actually make logical sense most of the time. It's crazy, I know, but
So off to the tavern I go to get alcohol on a table.
Wait, so does that mean that we're not doing the plan then, Ty or Josh?
What plan?
The one that we talked about.
That we talked about multiple plans.
That's true. Where are we setting up? Are we setting up in here, or are we setting up in outside? Oh,
actually, yeah,
I think before we all go, I think it's important for us all to take a minute and ask one another, what is it that we really want here? Do we want to stay on this island? And if so, how much longer? Do we want to be pirates, sail the sea, plundering the booty of the bad guys? Or do we want to head to the main continent, the mainland, and explore there? And maybe figure things out as we go along. It's important that we figure this out now because I think it will influence the decisions we make in the future. What say you, Tybeck?
Rum.
Say you, Cade.
Sleep.
Cade's crawled off somewhere to sleep.
All right, Josh, what do you want to do?
Whatever gets me rum.
Apparently, it's us because they don't want to participate. So,
All right. Well, first we still need to set up the meeting so we don't get bamboozled by fuckers. So let's start with this and then work our way after that.
all right.
Because even if we wanted to get off, we would still have to sneak past.
Then, Ty, why don't you stay here and help Josh move the things he needs to move around, and I'll go get you rum.
Oh man, if only you guys knew someone with a boat that could like get you off of this island.
Oh, we do. It's us.
Yeah.
We have 8 to 9 rowboats. We'll just pack together.
I would not go out on the open seas on a rowboat.
Biddy.
I mean, if you tie enough together, basically a big boat.
Biddy, do you
Yeah.
need Ty to go into the town for anything?
No, actually,
Do you
it would
need
be
him to
better if
stay?
he came with me. Yeah.
Ty is
Okay.
one of the most recognizable members of your group.
Tybeck, you
Yeah,
should stay
yeah.
here because you're a giant and you're super recognizable. Plus, Biddy's got work that he needs you to do. I will go in disguised as my devilish self and procure you some fine rum.
Fine.
What?
Fine.
Hmm.
But if I don't get that rum, I'm gonna go crazy.
I'm gonna get you some rum. I gotta figure out a way to carry it because I'm not you.
I mean, it's
Cade?
just a bottle of rum.
Are you literally just staying in here? What are you doing?
Wasn't me and Aaron supposed to be killing stuff to get food?
You're supposed to get food, so you
Nope.
guys can.
Not me.
Well, I said you and Wow, or Kate and Wow, should go and gather food. So you guys can go together to hunt down some stuff. Since you are the ranger, you know how to track things, right? Until you get to the town, then you can split off to go get the drinks, while Cade hunts smaller, more edible prey for smaller people, and maybe picking some berries because I do not eat meat.
Will you eat crab meat?
I mean, I've never tried it.
Why don't you eat meat?
George, go with Cade to help find some bananas for us.
Ooh,
Who's-
ooh, ooh, ooh. And George comes over and
Oh,
he
do you rename Simp?
and he
Is
get
that what
and he get
So we got
and he gives you a hug, and then he climbs up on who?
Wow.
Cade? Wow.
Cade.
Cade.
He can climb on me till we get over to WoW. Or till we get over to... Shut up.
So
I'm
many
just-
people around here. I forget.
it was renamed to George because that was the default name, I think.
That's his real name.
Oh, you found out his name by the sign
Signing
language
to us.
stuff. Okay.
Okay. So while they do that, I call Gizmo over. Hop on him. Say, Gerber, get on top of Tybeck. Start to glow so he can see without needing a torch for 5 feet. And then
Oh, 1 second. Let me make him glow. There, now you can grab Gerber like a torch.
All right, and then I need you to talk to this man and tell me, what's his dealio?
What, man, the turtle?
The hatch.
Oh,
Is he gonna come with us? Do we have to tie him up? Is he gonna be a good boy?
I want to play with that dog some more.
All right. How about you help us out, and you can play with them when we get back for food.
What do I have to do? I don't have to do nothing but learn how to hunt and kill.
Yeah, you can hunt things along the way with us.
Yeah, that's what I'm
There's-
talking about. Let's go do that.
Okay.
Shut up, midget. I'm in charge.
All right. To the boat
Did
then.
the Spinosaurus just call you a midget?
should have brought the Spinosaurus along with you to hunt. That's all it wants to do.
Well, he hunches in the water, so he's gonna hunt and scare away all the bad guys left in the cave, so we can go back to the boat. So we go back to the boat. They go hunting, and everybody's somewhere.
Wait.
The inside boat in the cave.
Oh, okay. You guys are going back to the boat
Yes.
with the Spinosaurus.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna do you guys first.
And that's
Oh, we're back over here.
I say,
yeah, he's doing
okay.
that first.
I say, okay. Now that we're off alone.
Look, you simp again.
That's just the old tokens. Hold on a second.
Blinded by. Oh, we're just teleported there. Okay.
Say, I don't know if you can understand me, but I tell him, super brave Spinosaurus Prince, we're gonna need lots of frogs. Go get them.
That's all I do all day is learn to hunt frogs.
Or whatever you.
Into the waters where we pushed your parents.
And so me and Gizmo, we jump into the water. We
Jump into the water.
Sink to the bottom.
Sink it to the bottom.
Sink to the bottom with you.
And we go into the ship.
What am I doing?
You are gonna I don't know, keep an eye on the hatchling. I just need you here so to carry back the chest when we're done.
I just need your muscles.
I just need your muscles.
Thought I wasn't needed anymore. Because you got your own mount.
I got a mount. I need your strength. You're not that strong. So me and Gizmo sink to the bottom inside the ship, and Cade described a kitchen when she returned.
Yes.
So I cast a nice juicy fairy fire to light up all the objects so I could see all the plates.
Okay. So as you're looking at everything, you can see that a lot of this stuff is broken. But the few things that aren't, there is a solid gold silverware just scattered everywhere, like, more than a whole set. But like, it's not like a whole like case like set, it's just like 15 spoons and 17 forks and 12 knives. It's a whole bunch of different solid gold silverware.
Okay.
And then there is also a bunch of pots and pans and a huge cast iron stove, and a bunch of glassware that is mostly broken, but there's like 3 stemmed glasses left. And let's see. That's pretty much it, yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna grab 12 of the each silverware, knife, spoon, fork, or yeah, right? Because there's at least 12.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab 12 because I don't expect more than 12. Maybe 12.
Also assorted serving utensils like larger spoons and ladles.
Perfect. Okay, I grab the essentials for what I think would need to be required to cook some dinner. So I'm gonna grab the 3 non-broken cups.
They're covered in algae and swamp sludge.
That's clean them off. And I just start bringing them up to the top, and I say, "Tybeck, put these in the chest." Go back down, scatter around for some more. And then was there a table in is there a dining room area?
Yeah, so there is a dining room area, but you're gonna have to roll investigate to see what you all can find on the ship, because it's all like sunk under the muck and everything. So even though you can breathe under the water, it's still very hard to like navigate through the ship. All right, so as you're exploring through the ship, you find the dining area. There is indeed a massive table, but I mean, this thing is huge.
Okay. Does it look, rusted and destroyed?
Well, it's a table, so it looks wooden.
Well, I
And
meant like moldy or
yeah,
rotted out.
yeah, and it's very hard to tell underwater. Everything's so dark.
Heard there's more light up than noise. Fog lights.
Well, how far away is this dining room from the kitchen?
It's like adjacent.
So is it within the 20 feet? Because it's still lit up then.
Yeah, but just because it's lit up with the fairy fire, like you can see the outline of it, that doesn't mean you can see the details of whether it's damaged or not.
Oh, I touch it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna touch it.
It's
I'm
a
gonna feel
mimic and it tries to eat you. No. It feels like slimy wood.
Okay. Okay. I got another idea in mind, so I might come back, and then I, continue exploring for some decorations to make our newfound base look nice.
Yeah, there's not much here in this rotted out old ship, for decorations.
No.
Now, Kate and I aren't actually here, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Just have you
Oh,
here
okay.
for the purposes of being able to see what's going on.
Is there, you know, got this silverware. I don't think we really need anything else. I mean, do I see anything that, Kate might have missed on her looking arounds?
In like the captain's quarters?
Sure. I'll just, explore the whole ship. Do one more roundabout around the ship just to make sure I don't miss anything that I could use for this dinner party or of value.
Yeah, go ahead and roll another investigate for the captain's quarters. That'd be the only other area that might have something of value yet. You look all around and you find some glass bottles. Various colored glass bottles.
Ooh, are they intact?
Yes.
Okay, I take those two.
Okay.
That +4 was my guidance.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got a total of 20. I understood.
Yeah. Okay. So I take those, and then say, okay. While I'm leaving, are there any pointed out metal like bombardment? What are they called? Like enhancements of the ship that are still there that I can see as I'm swimming out.
Metal
brackets.
enhancements?
So you know how at the bottom of a mast there's metal around it to hold it in place?
Oh.
It's like a bracket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a bracket or any see any spare metal lying around?
Nope. Nothing in particular. Although, if you're willing to dive down into the muck, I mean, ships usually have one big thing made out of metal.
Their anchor?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that could be used for a trap, but that could be used for a trap. All right. Dive down to where I think where this anchor would be and scavenge through the muck.
Yeah, so as you're diving through the muck, you roll for investigation a third and final time.
I think I'm proficient in this. Woo-hoo.
Gonna guidance that too, just to bump that shit up. Get that 30.
Why not?
You didn't get the 30, but I mean, if you can nail a 30, why not? So, anyway, as you are diving through the muck, you do indeed find the anchor. And as your hand touches the solid iron, you also feel something else.
Oh. Sorry, I thought we'd left already.
As you are feeling around in the muck, there is another one of the snailopotamuses crawling around on the muck down there, and it tries to get you when you reach for it. So we're gonna roll for initiative, and then it's a surprise action that the snailopotamus gets. You're surprised for the first round.
Well, for me, Gizmo doesn't get surprised.
Yeah. But Gizmo's also not in the muck.
What kind of steed is this?
One that doesn't want to fucking rust and get sucked down because it's made out of metal.
Boom, 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 boom.
I just rolled. I don't know he's in the fight. So just
Boom, boom, boom.
I'm poisoned.
Ooh, a 20 for 8 piercing.
Right?
Does that hit?
That hits. And
So
I can't do anything at surprise, right?
Yeah, so the snailopotamus bites down hard on your arm as you touch the anchor. And now you can go.
What about Gizmo?
And now you have my permission to die. It says he rolled a 4. Oh, he wasn't surprised. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, go for Gizmo first, quick.
Oh, it's too late now, but whatever. So Gizmo dives down to be next to me. He does some tasty.
How's he gonna get out of the muck?
He's a strong boy.
Oh,
How am I gonna get out of the muck?
I don't know. That's why I asked you if you wanted to dive down into it.
It's
But the
muck.
steel defender is real heavy.
We'll pull
How
him.
heavy?
You're gonna lose them to mud as soon as you get them.
How heavy is this?
I mean, it's made out of steel, so like hundreds of pounds. You do, in fact, hit the snailopotamus, rending it for 4 damage. But now you have to roll a athletics check to avoid getting sucked down into the muck.
Get sucked.
All right, so
Unless-
you're able to keep from getting sucked down into the muck this round, but you know. All right,
Okay.
Biddy.
All right, I float up a little bit away from the muck. And am I still
That's-
grappled?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, you're still grappled, but also that's not how that works. You can't just float above the muck. It's
Well,
like
I can go, like a little with my hands, flap. So where I'm not touching the muck, but
no.
divers don't dive down and instantly sink to the bottom.
No, that's true, but also like trust me, like the silt at the bottom of a river and lake is a lot more like quicksand than you might realize.
Well, I know. I was in Wisconsin. Field lakes. It's all mush.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I grew up in Wisconsin and my cousin died by getting sucked into the bottom of a lake, so yeah. Well, I mean, it is what it
If
is.
I could play this trump card, holy shit.
It is what it is, but like, at the end of the day, like, I know for real that the bottom of a lake can be deadly because like that's a lake we used to swim across since we were like 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And yet still, it can be that deadly even when you're in your 20s, 30s.
We have waters like that in Tennessee.
Yeah, Lake Ellen over in Cascade, Wisconsin.
I was in Beaver Dam. I'm gonna try to avoid or get out of his grapple.
Yeah, let's start with that.
It's athletics or strength or acrobatics.
Yep.
Really
no, not acrobatics to get out now that you're bit.
Okay, so it's athletics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, it chomps down hard and its teeth sink into your arm, holding you still.
Some schnoodles. And then that was my turn, right?
Yes. Well, yeah, because you can't move, so yeah.
So I was up
Right,
top
okay.
watching them.
Can I stab it?
Do I see this snailopotamus? Or is it that deep that I can't see?
Yeah, no, he's under the water, so you have no idea what's going on down there.
Even though it's glowing, and I was watching over there?
It's swamp water. You see a light
Okay.
glowing down there, but you don't see like anything.
Okay.
I'm gonna bite you some more. That
Now
Nerf.
oh, it isn't. Never mind.
that's not great. That
That is
was
not.
at advantage. So I try to bite down harder, and you flex your arm right at the right moment to be able to pry your arm out, and I no longer have you grappled.
Isn't there a Spinosaurus hatchling doing some like rounds around the boat looking for stuff to eat?
Yeah, he's just, doing his thing.
Just gonna come
Chomp,
past
chomp.
and see that there's a snail-opotamus. And
He doesn't like them. They taste kind
Oh.
of yucky. He prefers the frogs and snakes, little turtles.
Right. Gizmo's gonna do another yomp.
You do hit. Now roll to avoid getting sucked into the muck.
Gizmo.
All right. So the steel defender, with all its might, keeps itself just above the muck while biting at the snail-opotamus that has you.
Oh, I thought he let me go.
Oh, well, yeah.
That had me.
Had you. Correct. Have.
And then he doesn't end. Now it's my turn. And now I go, you fucking vermin! And I stab it right in the face. Or attempt to stab it right in the face.
You miss as the muck causes your dagger to go off the side of its shell.
Gnomes are made for water.
I'll
This
show
is
you
what peak
some water.
performance.
Now,
Like,
now you
See
can
gnome.
see some splashing around going on down there, but like this is the turn you see it, so you can't react just yet.
Ah.
And I bite you.
Does not hit.
Ooh. And then I move away. So you gotta attack me if you want.
Me and Gizmo, right?
Yeah.
So Gizmo's gonna go first.
No.
Yomps at him, and then I'm gonna do another quick slice through him.
Ooh, you stab into the snail-opotamus, but it makes its getaway into the muck. And now you need to roll an athletics check to avoid going into the muck, as does Gizmo since he bit at him again.
I'll do mine first. And then Gizmo.
Yep.
These rolls today are fucking insane.
So
But I'm using them on a snail-opotamus.
So you manage to avoid the muck and are able to swim back up to the surface.
Did I clear enough of that anchor to like get a good look at it?
No, you just were able to touch it.
is probably heavy due to the ship.
It's
But we could come back.
probably heavy. We
Well,
we got
I
Biddy Holmes over here on the case. I have deduced that
Comparing-
the anchor was
Okay.
likely heavy.
Okay, well, when I lived in Wisconsin, all we had was a coffee can filled with cement as our anchor. That wasn't heavy towards me. So I was looking at the ship, this is probably a big anchor, even though I didn't see it. So I'm like,
Yeah,
all right, go
it's
back
not
to
a
the highway.
coffee can filled with cement.
Okay, well, that's what I'm saying. So you can't say, oh, Detective Biddy over here. There's different sizes of anchor. Anyway, I get back up top.
It's a big ship.
That's what I said. You're not listening to me. This guy's not listening to me. I get back on top of the ship, and I go, I got the bottles, and I give them to Tybeck to put into the chest.
Tybeck, how do you feel about being handed bottles that are filled with slime and gunk instead of liquor?
I mean, you drink poison. This is probably as well poison. So you could probably give it a swig to see if it does anything for you.
Down it goes. It's been aged a long time, whatever it is.
Aged cheese wine.
Cheese wine.
Yummy.
Well, most of the bottles were empty and are just filled with the swamp water. But yeah, if you're willing to do it, there is one bottle that is corked. It is a bottle of wine. You don't know like how long it's been in there or if it's still any good, but the cork is still in it.
Ah,
Yeah.
900 BC wine. Delicious.
Popped the cork, and down it goes. It's been too long. I don't even know if I was ever getting back my wine.
All right, so as you go to pop the cork, your hand wipes away some of the sludge that is built up, and you can see the label.
What does the label say?
The label says Elven script.
I don't know that one.
Sounds like some weird elven wine.
It's got Elven script all over it, and the image is the image of a goddess of light that you don't recognize.
No skull and crossbones. So it's going down.
You start to drink it.
Yes.
You feel a warm sensation as it touches your lips and tongue, as if it was affecting you magically.
Okay.
How'd it taste?
Well, it didn't taste bad.
Like honeyed milk.
Oh, it's like ambrosia.
Did you want some?
Sure, I'll take a sip.
You heal 2d4 plus 2 hit points.
5. Three.
You're already at full health, Tybeck.
Gains temporary hit point.
Yeah. I get a whole 8 temporary hit points.
Yummy. I say, woo! That hit the fucking spot. That did. I hop on Gizmo and we ride back to the chest.
You got a whole bottle of it left, but Tybeck is still chugging it.
Am I chugging it? I gave it over to...
Oh, you
Biddy.
stopped chugging it? Really?
Yeah, I gave some to Biddy.
Yeah, you gave him a sip and then you rolled again. I thought you were back to chugging it.
I just rolled because you said it was for healing.
Yeah, but you have full hit points. So.
Yeah,
It's memeing.
yeah.
Oh,
I haven't drinking it.
So you don't want any more of that?
Is there much more left? Because I thought I drank a good chunk of it.
Yeah, there was a whole bottle because it was still corked, and then you probably drank like a quarter of the bottle, and then he had a shot.
Did that get your fix? I yell at Tybeck.
No.
No, it wasn't alcohol. Just gonna put the cork on it.
Well, yeah, it's not alcohol. You don't need.
It is alcohol.
Oh.
Is it?
Yeah.
It didn't taste like no alcohol.
Yeah, it's very potent as a matter of fact. It's like a it's like a Kahlua almost, but like a honeyed kind of milky alcohol instead of a cocoa coffee kind of.
Some ranchada. I say, hey, you got Wild getting you some more. Leave that for the rest of the party. You never know when we might come in handy.
Ooh, in fact, you drank enough of it to where you need to make a Constitution save. This is very potent alcohol, as a matter of fact.
It's potent, but he didn't get his fix.
One shot ain't gonna do you in.
You said he drank a quarter of the bottle. That's not a shot.
But he drank a quarter of the bottle. But he's handling it just fine. But you can tell, this was.
Oh, you're talking to me.
This was the good shit.
Oh, I thought you meant Tybeck. I was
no, I am talking to Tybeck. You're fine. You
didn't drink enough of it to have to.
Okay.
Yeah, Tybeck's over here chugging elven fucking magical liquor, so
Biddy, I won't drink any more of it. I'll get the other stuff from WoW.
Roll a will save at disadvantage. Wisdom.
What's a will save?
Wisdom. It's the same thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, that wasn't at disadvantage. Roll it again.
Oh, yeah.
You forget the DM can just hover over it to see. Alright, so you are lying through your fucking teeth. You absolutely want more of that and are already concocting how are you either going to just take it and be like, no, give me that, or are you going to sneak around and try to get it? However you're going to go about it, you are going to drink more of that. So what's your first thought of how you're going to go about getting more of that?
Just take another swig.
All right, you reach down and reach for it from Biddy before he can put it away.
I'll carry it. Don't worry.
I say no, and I try to snatch it away before he can grab it.
Opposed dexterity checks.
Both of us?
Yes.
Well, that's what opposed me.
Okay.
Shut up, Biddy.
I'm short like Biddy here. Unskilled dex, right?
Yes. Oh, you just snatch it back, but Tybeck is able to get his hand over your hand. So, you have the bottle, but Tybeck has you.
All right. Tug of war, because Gizmo grabs my foot and pulls me.
Well, it's not really a tug of war per se, as much as Tybeck. Now that Biddy still has the bottle, but you have him, what do you do?
All right.
I
didn't want to do this.
Headbutt him.
I got it.
You use guidance and you're able to swiftly get the bottle into Gizmo's mouth. So Gizmo has the bottle now. Tyvek still has you. He's picked you up. But Gizmo has the bottle and has run over to the shore.
You're all slippery and full of algae.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna...
Down, you big balloon.
Alright, I'll toss him into the water.
As he tosses you into the water, the Spinosaurus actually swims up to like get you and lifts you up onto the shore.
Oh, thank you. And I give him a nice. I don't want to pet him. He's gonna bite me. I look for a frog, and I
He's
shoot it.
he's already got a turtle in his mouth that he is working on. The turtle is screaming though.
Okay.
No, please! I can see that you can understand me. Please, help me. Don't let me die. I have a family.
We hop on Gizmo. I say, Tyvek, grab the chest, and let's go. And I whistle towards the hatchling. I say,
Oh
eat him
my
back
god!
in the base.
He's crushing me. Oh, this is torture. It hurts so bad. Please, if you have a heart at all, just kill me quickly now. Don't let him chew me to death. You're heartless, man.
Tyvek, we got the beer. Let's go.
Don't you walk away like you can't hear me. I know you can hear me.
He really wants this alcohol.
The Spinosaurus walks with it and like continues. You can hear the crunching as it like crunches down on its shell bit by bit, but not enough to like finish it.
Alright. With all the lack of alcohol I'm having and the annoying screams, I'm just gonna stab the frog.
Turtle.
Turtle.
The turtle? Okay.
The Spinosaurus runs as you get closer. It wants to torture this turtle.
Okay.
He's like, I give up. And we head back to the camp.
Okay. So now I will do Cade and Wobbly.
Yeah.
Make sure you grab that chest time.
I was supposed to grab a chest?
The chest with all this stuff.
Oops.
Oh.
It was in the bush.
Okay, so the cave is like a whole maze of cave. Do you want to hunt in the cave or do you want to go outside the cave to hunt?
I'll leave it up to WoW.
Is he here? Aaron.
Cade wants to know where you want to die.
Oh, in my butthole.
Do you want to die in the woods or in the cave?
We're not here.
Or in the
It's
water.
You guys were in the entrance of the cave.
No, we've been gone. We left.
Yes. Where do you want to hunt? In the cave or outside the cave?
Oh, outside.
We're now
Okay.
going back in
I
time
never-
to when you left.
I don't know where this came from. That we were gonna go hunt inside the cave.
She asked
That's
you.
why-
You weren't listening. You fucking cockhead. Pay attention. Stop watching videos.
We're now going back in
I'm
time
not
to when we
watching
split off.
videos.
Then you should be paying attention.
I just wasn't paying attention. I didn't
We're
know-
we're now at the part where you guys split off.
This place should be still there. I go and I go up to. I say, "Hello, this place your peace."
Oh,
the beast
this
was gone last time.
Yeah, this is just outside the cave. I just gotta delete the old tokens.
Oh no, it's there. It's too late.
Oh no.
It's already there. I've seen it. My character's seen it. In fact, my character teleported over there, and he's now tamed.
The whole map gets deleted. Time is rewritten.
Okay.
It was all a dream.
Only just a dream.
I'll wake up where there's more alcohol.
I say,
It is dark as fuck.
can I investigate the ground and stuff around? Look for any tracks of any sorts.
Oh, yeah. Hold on one sec. Let me pull the rest of the party on here.
We should try to find another giant pig.
You guys gonna be able to move the giant pig?
They got rope.
Yeah. Friend's a cat.
Oh, wait a
I
minute.
mean, we don't need the whole pig, we just need the meat.
Need your butt. Got you. See what I did there? See me jump the bow.
So, what are you guys doing?
Well, she wants to hunt something, so I'm gonna help her hunt something real quick, and then once we kill it, I'm gonna go to the town. So to start with, I want to look around for any like boar tracks,
Okay.
and I say, Cade, also don't forget you need to pick some berries for Biddy because he's itty.
George is also there. You gotta tell him to go get bananas or something.
Oh, and I say,
Yeah.
George, go get bananas.
Do you know sign language?
I know George.
All
He
right.
know me.
He runs off. You don't know what he's doing.
Okay. He knows what he was told. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna look for berries and bananas.
So
I'm not nature.
okay, so we're
roll
not going to board.
roll. No, it's actually survival.
Oh, survival. Okay, that's a different one. Thank God. Much
Yeah.
better.
Wow, this nature is really nice.
So as you're looking through, you actually find a weird mushroom that is growing alongside a lot of the ferns, and it looks edible.
I'll cut it and put it in my bag,
Okay.
but in like a separate compartment so it's alone.
Yeah.
Is Aaron still looking for tracks?
I was going to, but I never. Started doing other things.
So as you're looking for tracks over here,
How do I
You-
think I roll for that?
you see a cockatoo flying around in the bush.
I just ignore it. I don't care anything about no croc. So I wanna. Would I roll investigation to look for tracks or survival?
It's survival. The
Okay.
cockatoo flies closer to you.
Just continue to ignore it.
The
And
cockatoo
bite
is
you.
buzzing around your ear.
I say, do you want to be my cockatoo?
The
You know what?
cockatoo
Fuck it. I cast speak with animals. Let's see what this cockatoo wants.
it gives a little whistle growl. Arrgh. And then as it does that, it flashes up its bright green wings, and as you ask it what it wants, it just looks at you and says, "Food?"
You were asking me for food, or are you just saying like you see food? Like you're gonna have to give me some kind of context here.
Food?
I why is it always me? Why do I get these NPCs? Why is it me?
It's
What
a
about me?
fucking bird with a tiny brain. What are you?
I say food. Follow me. Come with me.
It starts flitting about your ear. It gets really close and kind of like is tangled with your hair for a second.
I say that's cute. All right, let's go find us a boar. And that's what I rolled for my survival.
All right, so roll for animal handling.
This cockatoo's doing its own goddamn thing. I don't know why I need to roll for animal. I didn't want nothing to do with this thing, and it just came up and started. Okay, well, there you go.
All right, so the
Cockatoo self-tamed.
the cockatoo kind of like gets tangled in your hair and then like untangles itself but remains perched on your head.
Okay. So I continue to look for tracks.
As you're looking for tracks, you do find some, and you're following them through the underbrush here. And as you're walking, the cockatoo suddenly bites your head for 1 point of damage.
Okay. I see. What is it, boy?
And it whistles a low warning whistle right as you're getting into the underbrush here.
Okay. I go ahead and I take out both my daggers and I flame on.
Yeah.
And I get ready. Take a stance.
Yeah, and it's a good thing that you did too, because a deadly constrictor snake was waiting in the bush for you. You're still right next to it, but now you at least are not surprised.
Okay. And now we roll initiative, I'm guessing, probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Question is how tanky is a constrictor snake?
120 HP.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's actually worth like spending my hunter's mark on. I was almost excited there for a second.
So what do you do?
I attack it. I swing with my main hand. And then I swing with my off.
Oh, hello, Ty.
My character's small.
Wait, what is this dread ambusher thing I have?
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot to change your thing, because you have the Gloom Stalker thing. I have to change it over to your other thing. Please send me a message on Discord so that I remember to change to whatever your subclass is.
Okay. Did the first one hit?
No, but the second one does.
Okay. And then he takes D4. So he takes 8 maths. Oh, I'm glad I didn't cast Hunter's Mark on this piece of shit. I'm like, 120 health?
It's just like a big boa constrictor.
You never know.
Pretty sure we fought one in the cave.
A giant one.
Oh, we fought a giant one? Oh.
Yeah. Can talk. An eel or something.
Oh, that was the one that gave us all the magic items.
Is this the end of your turn?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot that. I was freaked. And are you okay? There's a snake.
Ty, get out of there. They gave us a vision of the whole map, and you're like right in their face.
I stab it. My favorite pastime. Wait, if I use Fidoling Rapier and give it disadvantage, does that apply regardless of who it attacks? Or is it just me?
Just you. Tybeck, stop it.
Safety first.
No giving
Damn.
no giving anyone any tips. You stab it for 14 damage and finish it off as you stab right through its head.
Oh, my hints wasn't even needed.
Right? Although
give Kate-
technically she would have gotten a little bit higher of a roll if she would have followed your advice.
Yeah.
I give Cade the thumbs up and say, "Well done, Cade." Also, this is Cockatoo. And I say, "Cockatoo, would you like a name?"
It's a Crockatoo, and it just
Cockatoo.
looks at you like, name?
How about Simp?
You heard him? He's like, God fucking damn it.
Actually, I just now realized that he didn't say food to you before. In fact, the only thing Crockatoos ever say is Crockatoo?
What?
He's
All of 'em.
Rolling back the time because
All of
you
them.
named
All they ever do is say Crockatoo. Like
That's too late for that.
like Pikachu, but Crockatoo.
Too late for that. I'll name you Aerodactyl.
Crockatoo?
He can't. I speak with animals. It's too late.
Crockatoo. Much like a cockatoo, they can speak, but all they ever say is Crockatoo. Crockatoo.
That contradicts itself.
Crockatoo.
Okay. Come on, Aerodactyl.
Crockatoo.
Seems like WoW is being turned into Asta from Black Clover. It's got that bird that all just sit on their head and peck at them.
Since this is just over by the cave, I just dragged the snake over to the cave entrance.
Okay.
You just put it securely inside the cave entrance where
Okay.
it's not open.
Yeah.
And then I want to search for some more.
Yeah, you were following some tracks. It seemed to be a wild boar had come through here.
Oh. I say, let's go, Aerodactyl and Cade.
Crockatoo. Crockatoo.
Oh, wait, before I go, I cut off a little piece of the snake for the snake meat, and I give it to Aerodactyl.
Crockatoo. And it throws it on the ground.
I say, oh, you don't like snake? All right, we get you something else.
Crockatoo.
And then we continue on.
Crockatoo.
As Cade looks
All right,
hungry.
well, I'm taking my spell slot back.
He's a bird and she's a cat. Roll a will save.
Yeah, is your cat friend gonna be okay?
Taking my spell slot back.
So the tracks lead back over here. And there is indeed a giant boar. Or at least there was. It is dead. And all around it, you have to come over here to see, because these trees are blocking your path. All around it
You
are
want to be inside me there?
giant Komodo dragons.
Giant Komodo dragons?
Well, like regular size.
That are giant.
Yes.
All right. I cast Hunter's Mark on this one and flame one.
How chewed up is the boar?
Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, like, 7?
Shit.
I say we're having Komodo Dagon tonight.
Have we been spotted yet?
They seem pretty busy with the boar.
Okay.
I've used one spell slot.
Oh. Ugh. Covers up the whole screen. Goodness.
What? The Manifest Echo?
Ye-
Lol.
Whoa.
Can I scream to try and intimidate them and get us a surprise round?
Couldn't you just try to like circle her while it's fucking distracted and stab it in the ass?
Runs up first to surprise them.
All right. So here's
I mean, it sounded better in my head. Okay.
here's my brilliant plan. I'm gonna yell real loud, "Attack!" And then we will all attack.
Okay. I won't do that then. Re. Then I just sprint up behind this one, and I swing.
Okay, so we can go ahead and roll for initiative then.
Oh no! I already did it.
Oh,
It's happened.
you can't because you're not in initiative.
Wow.
Fine.
Fuck yeah. Quit.
Fuck yeah, crit!
Fuck what?
Oh my
I'm
god.
not special anymore.
Back, crit.
That's 3 crits.
Yeah,
Straight.
back to back to back crits. The other two, not so much. So the one giant lizard actually was paying attention. The other two were so busy eating that they weren't as ready. This one, he almost rolled a 1. If he would have done that, I would have said that his head was buried in the board, and so he couldn't even eat at all. Attack at all.
Wow.
Bully.
All right. I Swingzilla at this bad boy in front of me.
It does indeed hit him for 11 damage. And then your second dagger comes down on his throat, ending his stupid lizard life.
All right, that's all the damage that I do.
How much was that?
Wait,
What's your extra damage from? Oh, your Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark. I did so. I hit him twice with Hunter's Mark, plus the fire damage, and then also because my first attack hit, my second attack did an extra D8's worth of damage. So I one-shot him.
Yep.
I just never seen your dagger have that extra damage.
Fuck.
What is that?
I think that's bad for me, actually.
Well, now you can mark something else. Oh wait.
How many times can you mark?
He fucked up because he used.
Oh no! It says you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn of yours to mark a new creature. So I can do it next turn. I can mark a new creature next turn as a bonus action. That's what I was thinking. I was like, well, I cast Hunter's Mark on him, and then I went up and one-shot him, and now I can't use the bonus action. But I can do it next turn. So, I'm done now. These were not as tanky as I thought. Well, either I did a lot of damage, or they're not as tanky as I thought they were going to be.
Both.
I go. I do something that's unexpected of me.
Get in the water.
Oh, my butthole, what?
I stab it. Wow.
Wow, you wow.
Never would have guessed.
Butthole?
As you stab at the lizard, your rapier kind of like bends on its thick, rubbery hide.
Well, that's fine then. I'm gonna. There. And that's it. Where's my. There it is.
Can you only control your echo if you want? Like, you can't control both you and your echo?
No, I can control both.
Who is that at?
That's at the echo.
Oh, okay.
Does not hit. Even in D&D, Tail Whip's a shitty move.
Huh.
So why didn't you attack as yourself?
Because I already attacked through my echo.
That's what I was asking. So if you attack with the echo, you can't attack as yourself?
So you
No, unless I use my other abilities.
Oh, okay.
All right. So first thing I do is I look at this other one. So basically, I describe what happened is I ran up and just slaughtered this guy,
Yep.
and then I just look at this one and point, and then Hunter's Mark gets applied to him as my bonus action, and then I run up. And did you hit this one, Ren?
Nope.
Okay. And then I hit this one. Does it have advantage because
Yes.
of Kid's Echo?
Yes. You strike the giant lizard for 12 damage.
16.
16 damage.
Yep.
And not in my turn.
I stab from the butt.
I like how you're stabbing everyone's butt but mine.
I'm using the disadvantage still. But since it's...
You stab the giant lizard for 13 damage, and it drops to the ground.
Yay. Okay, and then I... Blah. Along the edge here.
Actually, there's not enough edge there for you.
Oh, okay, well, I'm on this side then.
Nope. This is the last available spot right here.
There we go.
I'm inside it.
I just teleport inside it.
Does that hit?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
The giant lizard bites at your leg, dealing 6 piercing damage.
Say, oh, you want to go next? And then he gets Hunter's Mark applied to him. It's my bonus action. And then I give him the good old. I position myself properly with Kate on the other side, and I give him the good old what for.
What 5 even? You deal 13 points of damage. 14 points of damage.
And this one was hit before, right? Or
No.
did you miss on this one too, Bryn?
I didn't hit this one yet.
Have you hit any of them?
She killed the last one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Have you killed any of them?
That's not even really Cade. You're talking to a ghost.
Yeah, Cade's just been sitting back here doing nothing.
Hey, Cade's
I'm sitting here looking up berries. I can do my roll after. A stab with disadvantage, but
Normal.
it's normal.
Yep. You remembered. Good. You finished this one off as well, stabbing it behind the neck. The giant lizards are dead. The giant boar is mostly chewed up, but there is some of the carcass left. Might have some toxic Komodo dragon slobber in it.
Oh. I drag all 3 of these Komodo dragons and the giant boar over to the cave.
Not a chance.
Why?
Because of physics?
I,
I'm not
Oh,
doing
it
it at
was?
the same time. Like, I'm doing it one at a time. I can't.
I
Drag them over?
assumed you meant one at a time.
Well, then I don't understand.
What? You don't
You said these weren't giant. They said they were like medium size.
No.
Are they medium or are they giant?
No, they're
Medium rare.
they're big. They're real big. Look at how big they are. They're bigger than
Okay.
they're bigger than you.
Then I cut them into sizable.
bigger than me.
I cut them into sizes that are handleable.
They're not bigger than me.
Handable?
I fucking go Dexter on their ass and I cut their bodies up and take it over one limb at a time.
You could probably like drag a tail.
Some of that Komodo tail meat.
I do this for their whole body.
That would take you all day and would leave you exhausted.
I don't exhaust. I'm
It's a construct.
Okay, well,
my construct.
I'm
my
gonna-
own imagination.
uh,
Fine. I cut off.
what should I roll? To see what the best cut of meat for a Komodo dragon would be.
That would be knowledge butchering. So an untrained, unskilled intelligence check.
Intelligence. What's the good juicy meat?
You happen to know that because the Komodo dragon is such a powerful reptile, that most of their meat is going to be very chewy and hard to, make palatable. But there should be some good fatty meat along the belly and possibly right at the base of the tail.
Okay. I tell that toe out, and then I look around for some berries over here. Or fruit.
I say, okay. Can I take a look at how tough is their skin?
Real tough.
So their skin would be like. So okay, and versus like the Spinosaurus skin that I skinned. What would be
Comparable.
comparable? Okay. Then I'm guessing skinning them is going to take all day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, then for now, I just. Fuck. They're still inside the cave, right?
Those other assholes? Yeah.
Yeah. I say, Kate, wait right here. I'll be right back. I say, Aerodactyl, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. And I go back over to the cave. I run over, and I run inside, and I get Tyvek. And
Yeah,
get his attention.
they're way back by the boat at this time, so it's gonna take you a while to get back there. So while you're doing that, Cade, you find a rare Paradise Island fruit. This is a coconut-like fruit, but on the inside, instead of just being coconut, it is like an entire pina colada. And it's a lot fleshier. So instead of being coconut milk and all of that, it's like a watermelon more.
Oh.
But you still got to crack the hard shell open.
Okay. Well, I don't need to crack it right now. I can crack it when we're ready to eat it, right?
The cockatoo flies over to you and starts flitting all about and going cockatoo, cockatoo, cockatoo.
I put the coconut thing in my bag.
It starts to bite at your backpack that you have it in.
I shoo it away.
Cockatoo.
I tell it I'll find the second one for it.
Oh, you found a whole tree.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just give one of them to it then, and then pick for us.
Oh, what's it gonna do? Grip it by the husk?
Okay, well, I'll stab it with my sword, I guess.
Yeah, so you split this thing open, and the cockatoo immediately, hungrily dives in on it and is eating all of the fruit.
Okay. I pet it and then go back to picking fruit.
It now is resting on your shoulder, singing a song, but all the words are cockatoo.
Sounds about right. How many of these do I get?
Roll 2d6.
2d6. 2d6. 4.
Yeah, 4.
Okay, well. I'm assuming I should find more food then. Is Well still in the cave?
Oh, yeah.
I ran in to go get to let Tyvek know where these things are, so whenever they're done, they can come out and get them.
Okay, well, I'll search down
so that
here
I can skin them later.
for a little bit more food.
All right, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Perception.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. You got the Krakatu.
Yes.
The Krakatu lets out a warning.
Oh. Is that one dead too?
No. In fact, it is very angry. But slow and stupid.
Well, that's fine. First of all, I'm gonna... Fuck, where is it? Put that there. And then I'm gonna stab it in the butt. Wait. If I roll disadvantage, do I get normal now or no?
If you were to rush in and flank it, then yes, it would be normal. But right now it would still be disadvantage.
Eh.
The
Oh.
echo stabs at the giant boar, but its thick fur is just too much for it.
Okay. Then I... Go up here.
The giant boar tusks Cade's echo.
Did I break?
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Oh, that hits.
Dealing 12 slashing damage, which, of course, kills the echo. The boar rears its horrible head back and forth and looks to charge at you.
I go, no. And then I stab it again with the knuckle. Blah. Okay, well.
You need to stop using disadvantage.
You might have a point. That'd be unfortunate. But that also makes it roll disadvantage.
True.
Although I'm realizing there's no point to that. Looks like I can just resummon my claw. That does not hit.
No.
Alright, it's my turn again, and I stab it. Wow. Did that hit?
It just misses the boar.
Fuck. Oh,
3.
so might take a little while.
I leave you for 5 seconds, and you're already dying.
No, I'm fine. Maybe. Okay, well that hits. And I summon another claw.
How many times can you do this?
Infinitely. All it takes is a bonus action.
A bonus action to summon this infinitely?
Yeah.
That's busted.
Hang on, let me double check just to make sure. Pretty sure I
Yeah,
can.
that doesn't sound right.
Ba, 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 ba. Yada, 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 yada. Da, da, da.
You can dismiss it as a bonus action. You
Yep.
can use a bonus action to summon it.
Yeah, I can do this infinitely. The issue is its AC doesn't scale as high as mine will. And it only has 1 HP.
Well, its AC will scale infinitely better than you.
You can only
I mean, I can
manifest
get
it.
better armor and
You
stuff.
can only manifest it within 15 feet of yourself.
All I can say is you can see within 15 feet, Psycho's goal.
Oh. That's fine. So I can just summon it here and have it walk over and hit it then.
This is rough terrain.
Boom.
Even if it was rough terrain, I don't think it would have mattered.
Okay, well, I'll have it.
It gets your movement speed, right?
Yeah, it gets my movement speed. I can get it up to here, which is still within 30 feet of me.
Oh, this isn't rough terrain, this path. So yeah, you can get up to it and attack.
Well, that's within 30 feet. That's as far as she can go.
Oh.
Wait,
That's 25.
let's.
Oh, wait.
30's right.
Summoning it doesn't cost... I can use my full movement for it then. So I can summon it here and then have it walk all the way.
Correct. That's what I was saying.
And so, I stab it. Fucking...
You know, you may be able to do this infinitely, but you never hit it.
My curse.
Or text the wall, you fall off the cliff, you're big word. You are now able to no longer summon your echo, and you are knocked.
Take your attack of opportunity.
Yeah. What is that? I just attack it?
Yep.
Echo, yeah.
Boom.
I got the Rona.
Would it even know that Cade's there?
Yes. It saw Cade. And it can smell her. And Cade is causing some kind of disturbance by summoning her echo.
And now I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move. I swap places with my echo. And now my echo attacks it. Fuck that! And I hit.
I don't think you can.
You don't win, giant boar. You're
You
dumb.
can
You're a dumb animal.
I don't think you can keep her from cheesing this. I think you just need to accept it at this point.
Oh no, I wasn't trying to keep her from cheesing it. I've read her abilities and all that. I just didn't know if she could create the echo infinitely or if she would eventually run out of charges. The boar is very pissed off and is heading towards the thing with a scent. The glowing pink echo, I'm visualizing it as like sort of there but sort of not there and not really being like, you know, real as real can be.
Me. The echo sticks its tongue out and taunts the giant boar. Oh, wait. My turn is over, right?
Oh yeah, I have to subtract the hit points. Well, the giant boar is now once again pissed at the echo because even though it wasn't smelling it, that stab sure as hell felt real, so it gets angry and tries to gore it to death.
Oh, so you're approaching me?
Whew.
Oh, it doesn't hit.
Nope.
Close, though. Uh. Hmm. I'll stab it again. Shit. What the fuck is with my rolls today?
And so 3 days passed.
1 hour later.
It'd be like that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to speed up this fucking battle. Holy shit. Gonna be the entire fucking session.
Oh, how high is this cliff, by the way?
Somewhere in between Joe Rogan and Snoop Dogg.
Okay.
Oh, I got it. It took me a second. Because I smoke a lot of weed.
Ah, there you go.
Wow.
It's about 20 feet.
Oh, okay. So if it were to jump off, it would hurt itself.
Yeah.
Unless it lands on you.
Well, I'll just swap place.
Can't swap on his turn.
That's true. I stab it. God, fuck!
You guys are gonna be all done with the dinner. She's still gonna be out here just trading blows with the boar.
Don't
Yeah,
forget we have
cats.
inspiration.
We toy with their food. Oh, that's right, I do. Okay,
Can
we
Rin
got this.
just use her inspiration to end this?
One final blow.
Okay, well, I go here. I say, fuck you. I have to tab over and grab it every time.
Oh, nope.
It's 20 feet up.
Yep.
Okay, well, that's fine. And then we shall block.
Good ping.
There.
We have inspiration.
Yes, we've had it since the Spinosaurus fight.
And I
What?
shoot it with my bow.
Is there somewhere we track it on our thing?
Yeah, it's on your
Oh.
core sheet. And
Ooh.
you shoot it for 13 damage.
That's better.
Oh, yeah. I found it.
Where is it?
The bottom of core stats. There's a thing that says inspiration, yes. And no.
There it is.
So,
Yeah, it disappears.
Yep.
At the end of my turn.
At the end of your turn. Oh, yeah, at the end of your turn. Yeah. Yeah. I thought you meant like it still lasted for a while or something. I'm gonna tusk you so hard.
Wow.
Wow.
I stab. Wait, but first. There we go.
Can't create it there.
I didn't create it there. I created it here.
Oh, it walked over there. Gotcha.
And then it's gonna use the dueling rapier.
Stabbing it for 14 damage.
And then I'm gonna say fuck you. And I'm gonna blah. And I'm gonna stab with dueling rapier.
And as you stab into the giant boar, you bring your rapier down through its ear into its brain and kill it as it lies twitching on the ground.
Hey,
You did it.
yay.
So now you guys finally come back out to see Cade has killed this giant boar. And Cade, what are you doing as they finally make their way out?
I stand atop it and wave at them.
I say I was gone for 6 years.
We went deep into the cave. We were at the boat.
Okay, so as I bring them out, I point over in the direction of the big old lizards, big old Komodo dragons, and I tell them, Tybeck, over there, there's 3 Komodo dragons and part of a boar, and then Kate has got looks like she's got a boar or something over there that could use some hauling back to the cave for safekeeping. If you could get on that, and I'm gonna go grab your rum right now. And then I come over to Kate.
Slipping away before I can grab you.
I say, good job, Kate. You did good. I give you thumbs up. I say, did you take good care of Aerodactyl?
Yeah. It eats fruit, by the way.
Oh, do you have some I can give him?
The rest is for the party. You have to find some.
I think that's a no.
It's not hard to find, though. It's fine.
Okay.
The small crocodile. He ate a whole fucking watermelon-sized coconut.
He's
Pina colada
stuffed.
thing.
A coconut-sized watermelon.
There you go.
He's chonky now.
Seen those things about the same.
Look at how dehydrated I am. I'm almost the same size as Biddy.
Shrinks
I
when
look
he's
around.
dehydrated. That's
I
Ty's
look
character.
around, see if I can see any fruit, and I say, Aerodactyl, do you know where some fruit is for us?
Krakatu.
I follow it.
Alright.
Krakatu.
Come out here with my
Okay, let's go.
steel
let's go find
defender. And we tie one to the giant lizard.
Biddy, I'm too
I
weak.
beg-
I need a drink.
Do I find any, by the way, with that?
Any drink? No.
No. Do I find any fruit?
No, you don't find any fruit. You just find a really ferny looking bush.
But I don't know. I say, Aerodactyl. You know what? It's Articuno. Articuno.
Fiddlehead fern?
Krakatu.
Hey, do you like this one? And I point to it.
Krakatu.
If you like it, come over here. If you don't, stay over there. Okay. Then
Where'd he go?
I say, kid, clearly he doesn't like me anymore. So Thanks. And
Thanks. Fuck you, Cade. Take my
I,
stupid bird.
and I go. I am changing to my
I tell it to go follow Wellboy.
my devilish self, and I
It'll get a snack later if it does.
leave for the town.
It doesn't seem to understand you. All right.
God fucking.
So you disguise yourself and go into town. What are you doing in town?
I'm looking for. First, I want to find how much is like a hand cart. I want to find like a hand cart that I can pull.
Oh, yeah. There's not like too much like that available because most of this area is like sandy beach or jungle. Two very bad places for carts. And
Well, then how do people move things around? How do people get anything anywhere without a tieback? That makes no sense.
so people take the ships and bring stuff like directly to the warehouses and shops.
Yeah, but you have to have a way to
along the
transport.
along the docks there. The rowboats bring it like straight
We're
up.
out in the sticks.
Yeah, but if people can't pick it up, then how are they moving it on land?
They carry it small loads.
And they can pick it up with like pulleys and cranes and stuff like that. So
And a wheelbarrow.
there's probably a wheelbarrow or two. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
If you want a wheelbarrow, sure.
What's the difference between a wheelbarrow and like a hand cart?
A hand cart you pull, a wheelbarrow you push.
Yeah, and like
I mean-
a wheelbarrow has just one wheel, whereas a hand cart usually has four wheels, or at least two, and you know, just I mean, there's a lot of differences. Google them. You'll see that
Okay.
they don't
I
look
look
they don't look
harder
anything like each other.
I look harder around for a hand cart.
It's not gonna work on the land.
What do you mean it's not going to work on land?
You said.
I'm not taking
that'd
it to
be-
the beaches. There's
There-
got to be someone with a hand cart.
There's just like a couple of like small wheelbarrows for people who like to garden and shit.
Fine. I go up to one of the unowned wheelbarrows and I take it.
You just take
That
it.
Well, it's no one's. It's
What?
unowned.
What?
I said I go up to an unowned wheelbarrow. If it's unowned, then that means no one owns it, and that means it's free for me to take.
Do you live in like Portland or something? Is there like a lot of free stuff
if there's
laying
no
around?
unowned wheelbarrows around, you can just tell me. That's why I specifically said unowned wheelbarrows. It's like,
There's not just like piles of unowned stuff laying around. Like everything here is either like in a shop or in somebody's like personal area.
I go up and ask if I can have the wheelbarrow.
What can I do for you? You want to buy my wheelbarrow?
Well, no. Actually, I just wanted to know if I could borrow it.
Borrow it? What the hell are you talking? Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I'll bring it back. I don't think you understand.
I don't think you understood me. Get out of here before I bash your head in.
If you don't let me borrow the wheelbarrow,
You're evil.
you're evil. Are you
you're
prepared to
evil.
take on that responsibility?
He raises a club to you.
I flame on.
God fucking me.
He kind of backs off. Whoa.
I say, now, I ask you again kindly, may I borrow the wheelbarrow for a short period of time, and I will bring it back to you unharmed.
Listen here, jackass O'Lantern. You
I stop him and I say, tell you what, I'll leave a gold piece here as collateral.
Why didn't you just
So-
check how much it cost
Fuck
for?
up. Shut the fuck up. I will leave this gold piece here for collateral. When I bring the wheelbarrow back, you can return my gold piece to me, and if I don't bring the wheelbarrow back, the gold piece is yours.
okay.
I put a gold piece down, and I go with the wheelbarrow, and on my way out I say, by the way, do you know where I can get some rum?
As you turn back around, he's already gone.
Already gone where? I mean,
That's what already gone means, is you don't know where.
okay, so are we in, I mean, what are we in? Are we in a house? Are we in a
You're
in a
outside.
shop?
You're outside near the
Well,
beach.
then what the fuck did I put the gold coin on? I thought it was putting it on like a counter.
A little.
Why am I at the beach? I'm supposed to be at the market.
You're not at the beach. You're along the beach, which almost everything.
I don't want to be alone.
Almost everything on Paradise Island is along the beach. It's a fucking island. There's like very little space that isn't beach. So anyway, as you're along the beach, by the path there's like a couple of little huts and cottages and whatnot, and he was sitting on a porch outside one with a barrel, and you set the gold piece on the barrel and the wheelbarrow next to the cottage. You went around the side to grab it, and when you went back to like talk to him, he's gone.
This is all good context for me to know, like, before I do things.
You're the one who just started doing it.
Yeah, but
You just said I walk up to an unowned wheelbarrow and take it before I even told you that there were like, any wheelbarrows like anywhere.
Whatever.
I said there's
It's
wheelbarrows
fucking gold. I
for
don't care.
sale.
I take the wheelbarrow.
I
It's
said
mine
there's
now.
I said there's wheelbarrows for sale, which would imply that you're in a shop, but then you wanted to like just take one that was unowned.
Well, okay, so
I
am I in a shop or am I outside?
So I assumed that you were skulking about in people's yards and along the beach looking for unowned things. At which point you stumbled across this cottage with this guy and a wheelbarrow, and he conned you out of a gold piece in order to take the thing. However, if you would like to go to a shop, I would certainly be more than happy to move you to the docks, and we can go from there.
No, I go in this guy's cottage.
Okay. As you walk into the cottage, a woman is laying in a hammock and starts to scream.
Screaming
Why are
means
you
you're evil.
Screaming means you're evil.
As she's screaming, suddenly you hear more people like beginning to make a clamor.
I walk back outside, and I look to see if I find the man's face.
You do not.
I walk back inside, and I say, "Who was the man
The
that
woman
was sitting on your
says,
porch?"
"Get out! Get out!" And
I'll get out when you answer my question.
And soon you hear a number of people outside.
I say, "Who was the man that was standing on the porch? Or sitting on the porch?"
Who the fuck are you?
I'm the motherfucker who just got conned out of a gold piece. So you can either tell me, or I can kill you now. You fucking
And as you say that, a mob of people come bursting through the door. What the fuck is going on in here?
I yell to back up, and I flame on. I'm just asking some simple questions. I'm not attacking.
Angry mom.
They're attacking.
Okay, he's attacking me, then I just let him swing at me.
It's a mob. You did not see angry mob in the initiative
Oh,
roll?
no, I didn't see angry mob. I figured it was one guy.
No.
No, you're fighting a horde of people. Backyard brawl over a wheelbarrow.
I pick up the wheelbarrow and I throw it at him. And I run.
All right, so the angry mob advances, ready to lynch you for threatening this woman.
I say, all I want to know is who was sitting on the porch.
Okay.
And I'll be on my way. If you can give me that very simple piece of information, we can avoid all this bloodshed, and I will leave. Do you want to give me the information? Yes or no?
You can roll for persuasion.
Oh, charisma.
Traumatic.
They don't know who you're talking about. They'd tell you if they knew.
I look at the woman. I say, there was a man sitting on your porch. He claimed to
That's
own
all the
this
talking.
wheelbarrow that's
That's all the
outside.
talking you can do in this turn.
Okay. Well, then what action did I use? I don't know what action I used.
You were just talking.
Persuasion. You were talking.
Oh.
So that's my main action?
If you spend the whole turn talking, what else would you like to do?
I want to do combat in the first place.
Okay. Well, they do.
Stop. You violated the law.
And they come forward swinging their clubs and pitchforks at you.
And they miss. I say, now see, you've pissed me off.
You were in here threatening a woman. You pissed us
Yeah,
off.
no. I'm in the fucking right. They're all evil. I'm killing everyone.
We're gonna kill you. You're one guy. We're at least like 7 dudes.
And a woman.
And a woman.
If she wants to do it. Boiling water at you from behind.
So as he let's see, there's one.
As you swing at the angry mob, there's just too many of them. But with your second swing, you manage to connect and deal some damage.
And then I say, now are you ready to talk? I end my turn.
Yeah, here. We'll talk to you. Let's talk about going clubbing.
Say, I don't understand what you mean. And then I dodge another club. And then I swing at that boy that swings at me. God damn, Rin, you fucking gave me your fucking shit. Thanks. I actually hate you right now.
What? You're doing better rolls than me?
Your second attack strikes someone again.
$13 damage. Wow.
I say, this is your last chance.
This is your last chance. Aha! Take that, you bully.
Wow.
If you weren't gonna say it, I was.
I can't see Aaron's health bar anymore. I can't see how dead he is.
Since we're inside, shouldn't
He's down at the
like
bottom of the map.
7 people have, I don't know, disadvantage or something on trying to hit me and run around?
No, they have you like surrounded.
If anything,
See,
get
well, so I should get advantage then
They get
on my
flanking.
rolls.
Disadvantage?
All right, I see how it is.
Don't forget to take your 12 health.
No, I'm not doing it.
Oh, that one hits.
That
3,
hits.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
As does that one.
Womp womp womp.
You stab another guy and he goes down. Only 7 more to go.
Thought there was 7 to begin with.
You miscounted.
I didn't count. That's some bullshit.
They just keep coming. There's no end.
Yeah. Now the gang shows up.
You may be quick, but we got numbers.
All right. I spend a bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark.
You cannot mark them because they are a swarm instead of an individual creature.
Free. Okay, well, I guess I don't do that.
You strike them again. And again. There's only a couple of guys left.
I just look at them menacingly.
Hey, what the hell, man? Don't kill us! As several of them lie bleeding and dying on the ground.
I say, all I wanted was information, and you attacked me.
Oh wow! How'd you get this wheelbarrow? Hopefully, all in good faith, right? We're not gonna be jumped when we go back
Oh,
to town.
these people are fucking evil as fuck. And I just fucking finish off. I'm assuming that finishes off the rest of them.
There is one guy left, and he's just pissing himself as he stands there. He drops his club to the ground.
I say, I guess it's not my turn. Or was that what he did on his turn?
Yeah, that's what he did.
Oh, okay. And I say, do you want to live?
Death.
Valhalla.
Wrong answer. Honk.
Do I need to roll all the extra damage?
Oh no, he didn't really say that. That's just a Karate Kid thing. No, yeah.
Oh, I thought he actually said that.
No, he's pissing himself. He wants to live, man.
Oh, it's too late now. I heard death in my head, so I killed him. Okay, well, now I turn. I'm guessing now is he dead then?
Yeah.
With the 5?
I mean, if you kill him anyway, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'll end up rolling the D4 and then D8. That's how I guess, yeah, he dies.
Okay.
And then I turn to the woman, and I just, with my hands out, I said, all this could have been avoided if you just answered my question.
Fuck you.
I walk up and I slit her throat.
Fuck you. With my
Marie?
with my last breath, I say fuck you.
I say, then let it be your last. And I just slowly let my blade slice her throat.
She
enough.
grabs your hand and slices it all the way through, then holds her own hand up to her throat to stop the bleeding just enough to say fuck you as she spits blood in your face.
I say, if you insist, and I pull down my pants. I'm kidding. I don't actually do that. I'm not going that far. And I just let her bleed out, and then
Take that random unowned wheelbarrow.
I want to search the cottage for anything of value
There's,
and all the bodies and everything.
there's supplies, clothes, your basic stuff that you would expect, somebody to have, and all of that. But you have to roll an investigation to see if you find anything else.
Okay, what's my shit ass roll?
All right, so you don't really find anything all that special, except she had one thing that might be of interest to someone in your party. It is a pillow, a rare commodity.
I take the pillow. I take any gold. Do any of them have any like gold or
No.
like coins or anything?
Nope.
Okay, well, I take the pillow. I
Oh,
take.
the rest of the guys, you're searching all of them too? Yes. You find
I'm
a total
everybody.
of 67 silver worth of coinage.
So 6.7 gold. Okay. One. Okay, so I'll go down.
Oh, no. You don't get 6.7 gold. You get 67 silver, and that's being nice. It counts for encumbrance.
Oh, okay. I can't just transfer it to gold.
No.
On the town.
Okay. 5.
Yeah, I mean, I'm giving it to you in silver rather than making you carry around 600 copper, but, still.
I mean, I put it all in the wheelbarrow. Okay. I take the pillow, and I take. Does she have a tablecloth on her table?
She doesn't have a table.
She doesn't have a table. Does she have like a blanket or something on her bed?
She does not have a blanket because she lives in a tropical fucking paradise.
I can show
What the fuck? What was she hanging? She was in a hammock.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I fucking push her dead corpse out of the hammock, and I take the hammock.
A blood-soaked hammock. Just what I wanted.
Yeah,
Alright.
that'll be his gift to you, Tiny.
Were any of the weapons
Clubs,
just clubs? Okay.
pitchforks.
Pitchfork.
I just leave them all there. I put the pillow and the hammock in the wheelbarrow, and then I go to the dock to get some, or I go to a tavern. I guess would be the best place to go for rum Thai. So I go back to that tavern place.
The shipwrecked sailor?
Yeah, but remember, I'm not me. I'm like some random.
I know. Yeah. So you leave the wheelbarrow outside, obviously.
Yeah, I don't take. Oh, obviously, I'm not taking it inside. That'd be hard.
Right. So as you leave the wheelbarrow outside and go in, you are now
I keep the pillow on me.
you are now at the bar, and the barkeeper comes up to you, and she once again is, very busy and says, "What do you want?"
How much for your biggest barrel of rum?
150 gold pieces.
How big a barrel is that rum?
As big as your mama.
I said, so you don't intend to sell me any rum?
You want the barrel or don't you?
Well, I'm trying to inquire about it, and you're giving me snarky attitude. So either you don't want to sell me the barrel, and I'll go somewhere else, or
Okay.
you do. Okay, and I leave, and I go somewhere else.
Where else you gonna go?
I go somewhere else.
There's like a couple of really little dive places along the docks, but the
That's
shipwrecked
fine.
sailor is like the place to go.
I go
That's
to one
just
of
the
the
bartender. She does
Fine.
that all the time.
I go and
Busy.
what if I? Is there someone else I could talk to besides her?
Captain Jimmy.
Let me speak to Captain Jimmy.
Captain Jimmy's in back, and good luck to you.
I go back to Captain Jimmy.
Door's locked.
I knock.
No answer.
I'd say I'd like to buy a barrel of rum, but your bartender's giving me problems.
No reply.
I go back for it. He said I could have it for 50 silver pieces, and I put it on the table.
She laughs.
I laugh with her.
She just shakes her head and keeps laughing.
I say, look, he just told me that I could have it for 50 silver. So, are you going to go against Captain Jimmy? Or do you want me to go back there and have him come out here?
Go ahead and roll for deception. I'm actually going to do an opposed roll. Alright, she is not sure what to believe, but she is starting to believe you, but she knows that she can't leave her post. So she's like, I don't know why he would tell you to have me go get you a barrel of rum when I can't leave the bar. Look at all these drunks. They'd
He just
swarm
told
it.
me to tell you to sell it to me. He didn't say you had to go get it. I can go get it if you tell me where it's at.
Why would he sell you rum that you don't know where it's at?
What?
What?
I just look at her and say, I understand now. I get why I needed to go talk to him. So let me explain this. I don't own this place, so I don't know where the rum is.
So why are you
I
buying
want to
rum that
buy-
you don't know what you're buying?
I know what rum is. I don't know where the rum is.
There's a lot of different kinds of rum.
I don't care what kind. I just want a big barrel of it.
Yeah. And
He said that he would sell me his biggest barrel of rum for 50 silver.
they sell for 100 gold pieces.
Yeah, but Captain Jimmy and I go back.
To where?
We know each other. You can go talk to him. Oh, but then you would leave your post. So now either you can do what Captain Jimmy said, or I will go talk to him. And then you will be out of job.
I'll take your money, but I don't know what to do.
Point me to where the rum is at. Point me to the barrel. Just point me in the direction.
It's
I'll go grab one and I'll
It's
leave.
in Captain Jimmy's chambers. That's why she was all confused.
Well, then why would he have me come back out here and tell you to sell it to me?
I can sell you a bottle of rum for 50 silver.
So you're telling me that you're telling me that you keep all the barrels of rum inside of his chamber?
Yeah.
You know he's got a drinking problem, right? Last time I met him, he was 2 years sober.
She
Last time we talked.
she pulls out a big bottle of rum and says, "I can sell you this."
I look her in the eye. And I say, "Lady,
Play mod.
You're
if you
evil.
don't- if you don't sell me this barrel of rum, then you are evil.
What barrel?
Any barrel of rum.
Not my
So you have-
bartender.
You have no barrels of rum behind the bar, or back in storage behind the bar.
Nope. All I have is all these bottles.
All right, well, give me enough bottles to equal a barrel.
That's like 100 bottles.
Does it look like I care?
It doesn't look
All
like
I
you can
thought-
carry.
I will carry them out. Well, I got a wheelbarrow out here. I'll put as many as I can in the wheelbarrow. How about that? I wouldn't even buy the whole wheelbarrow or the whole barrel's worth. Just give me as many as I can put in my wheelbarrow, and I'll be on my way. And then that's a little bonus for me being friends.
Tell
with
you what,
Captain Jim.
this one usually sells for 100 silver. I'll let you have it for the 50.
I don't think you understand. I've already made the deal with your boss.
Well, then get him to come out and
Why
give
do you
you
think
a
he
barrel.
sent me to you?
Because
So
his barrels
now
are back in there.
So you don't want to do what your boss is telling you to do.
I don't want to do
Your
what
boss
you're
is-
telling me my boss is telling me to do.
Okay, well then I'm gonna go tell your boss, and you're gonna get fired.
Okay.
Or better yet, he'll let me kill you
Okay.
because you're clearly evil.
Yes.
You are evil. You admit it.
Where do you think you are?
Did you just tell me that you're evil?
Where do you think you are?
Clearly in the tavern.
In a what tavern?
So you are evil. Okay.
I'm a pirate.
No, I just
Everyone here is a pirate. She
just wanna know.
raises a musket and fires it in the air, and everyone else does the same thing. Yarr!
I say, oh, someone just stole a bottle behind you. Ran out the back door. All in the commotion. All because you're not doing your fucking job. You rather be shooting a fucking firearm into the air than be watching the bar, and now some fuckers gone and taken. Well, how much did you say that bottle of rum sold for? Because it looked exactly like it. 100 silver? That's 100 silver down. What you going to do about that? You going to tell Captain Jimmy that you just lost it? Or are you going to tell him that you decided that you wanted to shoot a gun into the air in his establishment, damaging his establishment?
You
then
hear
you
Captain Jimmy come out and fire his musket into the air. Yeah! And everybody starts to sing a pirate chanty. Oh, it's yo-ho, but we don't say ho, 'cause ho is disrespectful, yo.
Okay, then as they I say, as like he comes out and they start singing and stuff.
And
I
dancing.
Just walked past them. I said, I left the money for a barrel of rum with your bartender. I'm just gonna go grab it.
Nobody's allowed back in his room.
Well, then will you go grab it?
No. Now sing along.
Yo ho, slut bag, bitch, fucking shit.
Oh, nope. They shoot you in the foot.
I say, what did I say?
You said words that were disrespectful to women. That ain't what we do. That ain't what we do here.
That toxic masculinity. My bad. I've been trying to work on that.
Yeah, so now you got a bullet hole in your foot.
That's okay. It's been there for a while.
Now you're slowed.
Okay, well, I'll just be on my way, and I just stealthily slink past him. Actually,
Okay.
Can I roll for like a stealth check to see if I can get past him?
At disadvantage because your foot has been shot.
Well, how come I didn't get to dodge the shot?
A bullet that was shot at you from point blank
I
range?
mean, in your own way of doing things, that would be instant initiative.
Would you like to fight Captain Jimmy and the entire pirate crew?
I'm just saying.
I mean, I'll put you on the map and we can roll some initiative. Or you can get shot in the foot. Your call.
I rolled the 10.
All right. So, yeah, Captain Jimmy doesn't notice you walking past just because it's funny to me to let you go there and realize that his door is still locked.
I picked the lock.
While they're all out there doing their pirate chanty?
I mean, they don't notice me over there, right?
Yeah, well, no,
they're too busy singing.
No, they didn't notice you like sneaking off over there. They definitely see you over there now.
Okay. All right. I just leave, and I take my money back at the bar.
It's gone.
Then I take the bottle that she's gonna sell me.
It's gone.
I mean, it can't just be gone. It's a fucking tavern. There's another one somewhere.
It's not out on the bar any longer.
I say, all right. Y'all are frustrating me too much. Just give me the bottle.
They're still singing.
I grab the bottle and I leave.
It's not out on the bar.
I reach behind the bar.
The whole bar is filled up with a line of pirates dancing arm in arm.
That has nothing to do with me.
You can't reach behind a bar that's filled with line dancing pirates.
And so they're at the bar. They're at the front of the bar.
They're dancing on the bar.
They're dancing on the bar.
Yep.
Then I just walk around it.
There's the barmaid is spinning and dancing there.
I push past her, and
you assault the barmaid.
Another woman assault.
A woman?
Holy shit! You're actually making this encounter so AIDS.
You're making this AIDS.
I'm actually just trying to hook you
liquor.
Yeah. And I had a whole bunch of good points.
If you would like to try to, if you would like to try to disguise it, if you would like to try to disguise it as dancing,
That's what I said, but then you said I assaulted her.
Well, because you said you pushed.
Yeah, I said in a dancing way right after that.
Right, I heard that as I was already saying that. But anyway, if you would like to try to disguise it as dancing as you spin past her, all you have to do is roll an unskilled dexterity check higher than 15. The choreography for this is like difficult.
Guessing at disadvantage since I have a hole in my foot.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
There you go. Didn't do it. I just
Yep.
leave.
So she
So
she spins you back out into the main room where everybody's still dancing and singing.
Okay, I just leave.
Okay.
And I go
Your
to
wheelbarrow is still there.
I go to one of the dive bars
Okay.
on the dock.
Yep. Over on the docks, there are a bunch of pirates and thieves and bandits. And there is one tiny little dive bar that is serving up shots of rum.
I say, how much for your biggest, cheapest barrel of rum?
I only have one barrel.
How much for it?
That's all I have. I'm using it to sell shots all night.
How much are your shots?
1 gold piece each.
Ty, you're not getting your. No one wants to be reasonable, so. Okay, well then I just leave.
Okay.
If he's not willing to sell it to me.
All right. So eventually you make your way back. Yep. And now you guys are all back, by the entrance to the cave here. So what's the plan moving forward?
Did we move these lizard bodies to the cave while he was gone?
Yeah, that would have been what you guys were doing.
Okay.
And the big boar.
Okay, so now we're now I say the food's all here. Now we need a table. I say there was one in the ship, but I don't think that one's gonna hold. So we need a big flat rock. And I know just where to get one. I say Tybeck, onward. And I say if you can do this, you can have the rest of that other bottle. You got.
Go through everything. All right.
I say, sorry, no one wanted to be reasonable, and they shot me in the foot, so.
So we I get everybody, or I say whoever wants to come, and I get my steel defender wherever he is. I say
I take the pillow and I throw it at Ty and I say, here, because I couldn't get your rum.
Wait, isn't the steel defender watching over the lizard? Baby dinosaur?
Well, we were walking back, so dinosaur should be with us. I don't know where he went.
Oh, okay.
Wow, what is this?
It's the pillow. I couldn't get your stupid rum. So, there. Compensation.
There's no rock. There's no rum. There's some squishy thing.
You put your head on it at night when you sleep.
I'll take the squishy thing.
But I put my head under a rock, or on top of a rock.
Okay, I'm taking the squishy thing.
Give it to Cade.
Yeah,
Holy
as you
shit,
guys are arguing, Cade has already slipped it out of your arm.
Yeah, I'm already holding the pillow.
Onward, and then we go over to this flat rocky altar on this hill.
Oh.
I say, bring your new confounded contraption. Your wheelbarrow.
Well, in that case, I'm dropping my shield off here and my greatsword to offload some weight.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I go and I get to tying rope around the whole thing. My 100 yards of hempen rope.
Okay.
Double knotting, triple knotting. Make it nice reinforced. And I call my steel defender wherever he may be, and I tie it to him. Tie one end to the Tyvek, and I go behind it, and I start to push. I go, he! Oh-ho! He lost health again.
What do you mean he lost health? Looks like he's full health.
He's supposed to be 21.
Oh, I can't see the numbers.
Sorry, the book says steel defenders are 15.
It is. Hit points equal to Steel Defender's Constitution modifier, which is 2, plus my Intelligence modifier, which is 4. 6, plus 5 times your level in this class. 15 plus 6, which
Yeah.
is 21.
Yeah, no, I just took it straight from the book, which was 15. But yeah, it's 21 now.
Uh,
I'm all deflated.
So what are you doing with this rope around the tree?
no, not the tree, the altar. Flat altar thing. We're
Oh,
gonna use it
yeah.
as a table.
Big rock slab.
Big
Oh,
rock
okay.
slab. We're gonna
Yeah,
use it as a
his strength isn't enough to like drag that.
What do you mean? He lifted it up before. Now he can't pull it.
Yeah, I wasn't weakened then.
But they had the Steel Defender to help pull it. And he's pretty strong.
How strong is he?
+2.
I mean, that's pretty good, but we're talking about stone.
But Tyvek lifted it.
I was able to
Above his
flip
head.
it. I flipped it.
Okay, well, if you can
I
flip it.
I stood it up.
All right.
Would just flip it and keep flipping it until we get it where it's supposed to go.
We got 2 people pulling, and then me behind it pushing.
You are like way underestimating how much work this is. Just moving something like that a few like yards would be so tiring, and you got a long way to go.
Yeah, Steel Defender doesn't get exhausted.
Sure, but the rest of you do.
All right, I'm gonna make a whip, and I'm gonna start whipping. All right, you're useless, and I take the bottle and I throw it off the mountain, uncorked. And I say, "No work, no pay." And I ride off on my Steel Defender back to the cave.
That was magical healing liquor.
Oh well. I got magic healing bullets. I get to choose who heals now.
Alright. I am walking off in this direction. We'll find this tavern one day. I need a drink.
Could have had a drink. You're complaining.
Shut up, Cade.
Wow.
Meow. Cockatoo.
Going back with the original plan to go get a drink and then to go get a table in town.
You might be recognizable.
Yes, but the tavern loves me.
Possibly. And it's not Captain Jimmy who's after you.
The bartender likes me. 'Cause I buy drinks.
I tried to get you your drinks. No one wanted to be reasonable.
So is that gonna be what you do? Are you going back by yourself? Is everybody going back with you? What are we gonna do?
If someone's coming, they can come. But
No, fuck that shit.
I'm going back into the cave.
Yep, I'm going to
And I say,
start
guess I gotta
skinning
make a
all the
table.
lizards.
I'll go in and look for any salvageable planks of wood.
Alrighty then. So, Tybeck, you're gonna head back into town, and the rest of you are gonna stay here. And that is where we will pick up next week on another day in paradise. Thank you guys for playing. Thank you anyone for watching. And as always, everyone, good gaming.